It is not officially summer, but for us, it's officially summer. You know what I mean? I can't believe how excited I am for summer. I think that just goes to show you when you work with yourself in the seasons and you allow yourself to like feel summer, feel spring, feel winter, you get to like you get to feel the seasons all in your body, and you get to like feel the seasons for what they are. And as a reminder, as we're going into this new season, summer is all about joy. It's about connection. It's about fiery production, motivation, this forward movement. Think about your cucumber plants when, you know, in a month you're going to have like pounds and pounds of cucumbers. It's that heavy production, the endless nights. Let us get started. I want you to take a few deep breaths. Also, apologies to those who aren't on live because my link was wrong. I am going to create all new links and I'll send them out and I'll update them on the Podia and the calendar invites. Okay, first we're going to wrap ourselves in a pink, no, red, yes, a red bubble of light, which is the color of summer. And that which only serves your highest and greatest good and divine law and order can come through for you. We are setting that intention. We are setting that boundary. And first, we thank our spirit team, our guides for always being here with us. We thank the earth for all of its bounty, all of its glory. We thank those who have stewarded the land for so many generations, past, present, and future. And we ask all of it to be with us now, to be here with us now, to watch over us, to guide us, to help us receive the messages we need to receive, to release what we need to release, shift what we need to shift in a way that is complete, gentle, in the way that's right for your body, effortlessly. I feel my favorite tree energy coming in. I was just chatting with it outside before this to help ground, and he wants to come in, so I'm excited to see what he's all about. Okay, yes. Now we're going to set our intention, and I'm just going to give a few seconds. Sorry for the wrong link. We are just setting our intentions right now for the energy healing. So you can say it to yourself. You can imagine how you want summer to feel. You can imagine the fun you're going to have, the stress-free summer you're going to have. You can think about what you want to accomplish, the abundance, the expansion you're going to welcome in. That's what we're going to focus on today, is that abundance and expansion, and what else pops in. So you set your intention. I'm going to connect to your energy. This is very interesting. I can already feel a difference with this summer energy. It feels different as I welcome it in. It's like more sure of itself. It's less like spring is like that tentative growth, inspiration, but now it's like, okay, we got this. To move my microphone closer. It's just so interesting. I'm seeing like all of your energy just like pulls, like siphoning this energy like through a straw. Before we start today, I'm in, by the way, I would like to give a little bit of a traditional Chinese background summary. I'm not a professional, but I have studied a lot. Fun fact, I wanted to be an acupuncturist, so I really love traditional Chinese medicine. And so, in traditional Chinese medicine, you have this like chi, this life force. It's like an inner juiciness. And in summer, it is possible to expend that, because when we have this energy, this excess energy, and not excess, this abundance of energy for summer, you burn through it. It is like your fuel. And when you are doing too many things, or you're already burnt out, I mean, there's so many ways that you can like burn up this energy, this juiciness rather. And so I'm seeing that we all need some juiciness in our lives. I'm typically not someone who like utilizes that terminology. I can't think of something else. It's just like your inner life force. It's like the things that make you feel alive, that excite you. And when you don't have it, you feel drained, you feel burnt out. So to keep up those fluids, that is an important part of summer. And so before we work with this abundance and expansion that we're about to work with, let's focus on like sucking in like the good stuff. Ooh, like Kimberly says, fill our lives with things that light us up. Exactly. Even just saying that just feels so good. I'm also getting this picture of like some of us being shriveled, like kind of like a prune. We all are like that. Like, we're not special. Everyone is pretty burnt out. I laugh as if it's funny. It's not, but it's not. It's a endemic, right? It's something that's just happening in our society, in our Western world. So let's figure out a way to help plump these tissues, plump you into a grape instead of a prune. Oh, that's so interesting. Beliefs, yes. Is that yes? Okay, so we're going to actually start with the beliefs. I think that is a great place to help plump up these fluids, because if we don't believe that abundance and expansion is for us, we are going to be contracted. It is a way for us to be contracted. So I want you to think about abundance. I want you to think about expansion, positive abundance. It is for you. Oh, something just shifted. I feel it in the solar. Yes, I feel it in the solar plexus. Getting my teary-eyed going on already. If you feel comfortable doing this, maybe think about a way you don't, a way that makes you feel blocked with expansion and with abundance. Maybe you don't feel it's possible. Maybe it's far-fetched. Maybe in the past, something didn't work out, so you don't have that belief system. Just think about it. If you feel safe, if you don't, just like ignore what I just said. I'm shifting. Anything ready to go around this? including past, present, future, and all timelines you exist, ancestral, collective. Oh, yeah, the collective feels big. What if abundance, a positive abundance was for you? What if positive expansion is for you? Why not? Why not you? What would that feel like? How many times have I told myself that I didn't want something, or that it wasn't possible, or that it wasn't possible for myself because I couldn't let myself hope. It just seemed like it was too painful to hope and be let down again. I've been there. I'm sure you have also been there. And I'm really feeling like, spring was all about hope. We are on the tail end of spring. So let's see. I'm feeling hope being stronger. Let me know in the chat how you're feeling, if anything is popping up for you. Everything feels very open, solar plexus up, not so much in our bodies yet. So let's see if we can focus on that, grounding these feelings, grounding these possibilities, grounding these truths. Ooh. Getting emotional again. I'm think about it. Nature expands during summer. No matter what's going on, right? Like there might be some diseases in the trees and the plants, but there's still growth. There's still something happening. And that's still for us all, even if we are burnt out, even if we are in, a chronic illness, there is something growing. There is something blooming. And maybe it's not what we expect, but the root, like maybe the roots are getting deeper. You can't see that. Maybe the soil is changing so things can bloom more next year. Wow. Abundance equals freedom and opportunity. This time, 12 plus months ago, hope was not a thing I felt much. That's so, so powerful. And like, honestly, the world is a grim place right now for a lot of us. The school shootings, the other shootings, the formula crisis, there's a lot. And if you don't feel hopeful around that, that is fine. We are not about toxic positivity here. You do not need to have hope for everything. But hopefully you can have hope for something for yourself, for your smaller community, your intimate community. I'm seeing it like, I've read these articles how trees communicate with each other by this like underground fungi root connection. And that's how it kind of feels like. It's like everything's underneath the earth and things are just spreading, information spreading, hope is spreading underneath. So we'll see what happens with that. as I'm visualizing it. And it's also, I just want to say that it's also okay that like maybe the world feels crazy right now, but like things are going really well for you. Do not, please take that and hold that. You are allowed. You are allowed to succeed right now. I always like to think sometimes at my most base, I sometimes think like, who am I to have these things when so many other people are suffering? But like, there's so many billionaires right now that like aren't doing much to help. And like, what if I was a billionaire and I could help? That would change the world. I wouldn't be a billionaire anymore because I support so many people, fix water supplies. But so you being abundant and you being expansive can be such a seed of good and hope for so many people, including yourself, your family, your friends, your community, the world. Okay, that feels good. The tissues feel thicker. Weird thing. It feels like more pliant, more juicy, more hydrated. Okay, how can we keep this up? Summer is also very resilient. Think about plants, flowers during a heavy drought, during monsoon season, and how nature wants to live, nature wants to survive and thrive. So you have that same innate ability within yourself. So even if there's a time of burnout or exhaustion, how do I want to phrase this? You can bounce back. It is not you don't need to write yourself off. Okay. I'm really feeling this in the full body now, in the lower half as well. Should we do that? Yes. Should we? Okay. This is exciting. Well, maybe we'll do this also a little bit in the coming weeks and months. Once once I send out that survey at the end of this, and you kind of can like really connect to what you dream about for the summer. But I would like for you to imagine how you want to feel for the summer, maybe something you want to call in. Perhaps this is something that's rolling over from spring that you had the hopes for, that you're trying to grow. I want you to see, you can see all of them that you want. You can see one main thing, maybe even one smaller thing, just something in your eye. And this can always change. So like no pressure to find like the one that like the thing, but just have it in your mind's eye. Should I last know? Yes. And so we're going to imagine you're a Care Bear and you're giving you're sending energy out from your chest into this object. And what we're doing is we're raising your vibration and worth to it. Like you're, You're like raising up both of your like your vibes so you match energetically. It's possible for you to have this thing, to feel this thing, to feel this way. If it's a friend group, maybe they're waving at you. If it's a puppy, maybe it's barking happily at you. If it's a feeling, maybe you're feeling it in your bones. If it's a new job, maybe you see that paycheck. Again, like, why not you? Why not you? Yes. Okay. So now we're going to do a breathing exercise. Yes. So we're going to imagine coming from the center of the earth, going into this thing. We're going to breathe in and then breathing out from this thing back down into the earth. And we're going to do it in a cycle of 5. So I'll count the first few. So from the center of the earth, you can breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wrapping around this feeling, whatever. Then exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll let you continue the cycle by yourself. We're exciting our energy. We're getting it pumped. Okay. Now I want you to imagine throwing a magic lasso around this item. So just like got the rope going, throw it over it, and pull it into your body, into your heart space. This can immediately come into your space, into your energy body. This can maybe need some like extra pulling. Just try on your own for a few seconds. And if not, we respectfully demand the universe and our spirit team to bring this into our bodies. This is a technique I've learned from integrative energy therapy. We respectfully demand this into our bodies and our energy system. And if it's still not coming in or if it's bouncing back out, no worries, keep practicing. That doesn't mean anything. Sometimes you just need to like do it a few times. So no pressure there. And I just want you to sit with wherever you are right now. Maybe it's still out here. Maybe it's closer to your body. Maybe it's in your body. Wherever you are, just sit and kind of breathe with it. Maybe you feel your lips moving forward. Maybe you feel happy. Maybe you're a little giddy. Maybe you're frustrated that it's not closer to you. Whatever it is, no worries. I do want you to start to imagine yourself with this emotion, with this thing. Imagine at the end of summer. Like, how does it feel to be so abundant, so expansive? Maybe you look at your bank account and it's like stacked. Maybe you can like imagine your summer filled with weekends with like your friends, and you're just like looking at the view, like you're looking at your dinner party and it's like, wow, I'm so abundant, look at all this love. Maybe it's your family, your kids, you're looking and at these amazing memories that you're creating. You're like, wow, this is so beautiful, this is so wonderful, I'm so abundant. You can have this. You deserve it. You're worthy. Why not you? I think like summer is so magical. Like anything is possible. That's why like summer flings exist, and people go on like summer vacations were or are written about in novels of like such magic and possibilities. I think it's a really magical season where anything really is possible. Let me know how you're feeling. Are you feeling like can't wait? Are you still annoyed at summer? Um, are you feeling more open to the possibilities of like this magic and abundance? Everything feels really juicy now though. Like I think another part of juiciness is this possibility and excitement. Just like Kimberly said, I'm feeling so open and excited at the possibility. And I am too. I'm like so giddy. I'm crying. Like, why not? Why can't this summer be so special? Why can't it be better than we imagine? Even these things that we're calling in and getting excited for, what if it looks different? Like, what if you wanted that job, but instead it's like, I don't know, this really great vacation you get, but you're still getting those same feelings. Like, let's be open to the magic to shift and transform. And let's think about how we can keep this excitement going. Like on those days where it's like 110 degrees outside, you're hot, your kids maybe annoy you, your friends might annoy you. How can we remind ourselves of this feeling? Maybe if you have something near you, it can either be like a pen, it could be a crystal, it could be, I have an acorn. Maybe I'll use my acorn. Nope, can't grab it. A crystal, maybe something, a necklace. Or you can also do this later. You can watch this again and you could do it yourself. What if we hold it and we tell ourselves, this is the abundance, this is the excitement of summer. And if I ever need to feel this way again, to feel juicy again, to feel the possibilities, to have the hope, the inspiration, I just need to look at this, touch this, hold this. I will be there again. We started a little later, so I'll probably be another 10 minutes. If you need to go, please leave whenever you need. There's just so much possibility here with summer. I'm also feeling I was not a child who had really fun, exciting summers. And I think there is some grief there for me to have to process, like, to process that. And so, is there something you can do also for your inner child, for your inner teen? That would be so fun. That would really support this great feeling of summer. Let's just sit with that. What can you do for yourself to really support yourself this summer? Let's take a couple deep breaths. Spend more time outside, by and in the pool. Oh my gosh, yes. I love the ocean and I love the beach and I live very close to it. But none of my friends, none of my family love the beach. So I'm trying to think now, like, how can I do that for myself? I can go to the beach by myself. I can maybe lay out in my yard, which does not have a beach, but maybe call a friend for an hour. Like, how can I include all of these to really feel good? I'm also feeling the urge that if you have not seen the Outer Banks TV show on Netflix, it is really intense. But like, it's just fun. It's like the Goonies. That's like the sort of summer I always imagined as a kid. Maybe even like watching things like that, reading like that to get you to fill up your cup. And maybe start touching your body. I'm rubbing my legs. I always like doing that to help me ground. And take a few deep breaths. I want you to think about the possibilities of summer for you, the abundance that is yours. Okay. We thank the earth. I see my favorite tree and we thank the tree. Is there anything the tree wants to tell us now before we ground? I'm seeing him really giving us shade and we can sit underneath a tree to cool down. So reminder that summer is really fiery and hot and we can overbook our schedules. We can say yes to things that maybe aren't like a hell yes. We can maybe get too hot, do too much, and that's okay. That's probably going to happen. It's fine. But also a reminder to like stay cool, stay under the shade. Don't push yourself too much. I'm just seeing the tree just like patting us on the head, like you'll be fine. Okay. Wow, everyone's energy feels very expansive, a lot juicier than when we started. I've never said that word so much in my life. So I want you to maybe imagine you're at the beach and dive into the water. Maybe you can feel the water on your skin, the sun on your face, your feet on the ocean floor. You're not that deep. You're like in a pretty shallow part of the ocean. It's very calm. You can feel the sand under your feet. Maybe your feet start to pulse a little bit because you're feeling the connection with the earth, with the water. Then you can imagine two thick roots coming down, going deep, deep, deep into the earth. Then your roots going in all directions.